there's one thing that I've come to expect from our adventures, it's that however simple or mundane they start out, they seem to always have a way of taking on a life of their own. Whatever ideas you show up with of how things will go, inevitably become irrelevant. While knowing what's ahead may be crucial for some, the unexpected is what continues to drive us further than others may be willing to go. Of course, the comfort of an early camp and warm meal is nice. However, the desire to see what's around that next bend, well, for some of us, the temptation can be just too much. The willingness to allow that plan to change brings out the best part of an adventure. Because all the best experiences come from letting go of the expectations and living life as it comes. The idea that we are destined to follow one path or one time frame takes away from the spontaneity of being exposed in the wild. Even if that wild has been tamed before, everyone will face challenges different from the last. And that fact is what keeps us pushing ever forward, looking beyond that next bend, going further from what's comfortable, and finding ourselves in the stories we love to tell. Stories that if you hadn't pushed harder and longer than you thought you could, would never be told.
That's right. I'm down with that.
Don't help him out.
I'll have to admit, when I was told our destination was a river I didn't even know how to pronounce in Georgia, my first thoughts were of a swampy, bug and snake infested river. However, never being one to pass up a chance to travel and paddle somewhere new, of course I was down for the trip. Pete had reassured me it was clear water river with decent action along the way. And not that I don't trust Pete or anything, but he's been known to, let's say, omit details or embellish the truth on occasion. Nonetheless, upon seeing the Ocmulgee for the first time, I was pleased to see it was just as he's described, all the way down to being almost like the Hall River from back home. Even though some of us had just met for the first time, after about 30 minutes, it was like we'd known each other for years. Everyone's personality meshing together. Laughing and having a good time came easy. The first few miles of any trip are always my favorite. They'll let you know exactly how everything's going to be. And with this group, I could tell it was going to be a great trip.
target for you. Dan's got his game face down back there. Go push target for you. Do it. Oh!
Not the best line. What do you think?
James and Mitchell seem to like their line, but it may be prolonged agony. Let's just take a back seat and
See what happened?
send the probes out. Oh, see, Greg, if you're going to be out front, you got to have a shot on that. I don't think he can hear me. Probably
He
not.
can't hear you.
Please keep on that rock.
Yeah, Brad, woo!
Do you need to pump or dump? You need to pump out?
You need a sponge? Pull up in this, Brad. Pull up right there. I'm always in awe no matter how far I travel and where I go. No matter where I end up at, somehow, the river always makes me feel at home. No matter what the surrounding landscape looks like, there's still a little part that's always familiar. It's like a good friend that no matter how far apart and how long you've been away, you can pick up on that same old conversation, like there was never a break in between, and laugh together. Each of your stories, while maybe not remembered exactly the same way, are both intertwined. And without one part, the other's just not the same. And while I don't know if it's the same for everyone that goes out, for me, the story may just be the most important part. The time spent out here and the people I spend it with are what keeps me coming back. These memories and these stories are the best part of the journey, because no matter where you travel in the world and how far you go, that story that you bring back with you is better than any picture you may take or any souvenir you could have. So this is camp for day one, and you see it back there in the woods. Everybody's hanging out. Try to show some video of that. This is day one on the Ocmulgee River in Georgia. That's a hard word to pronounce for me, but a lot like the haul back home. But we found camp. We did about 8.5 miles today, and the banks were getting a little high, so we kind of we found just a great spot, so we decided to go ahead and take that. The dam is releasing now, so the water's coming up a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't get very high. We don't think it will. We'll keep an eye on it, but we've been through that before. But tomorrow we got about 20 some odd miles to make, I think, which shouldn't be too bad. I think there's one dam portage tomorrow, but all in all, it was a great day. Had one swimmer today, but it's been a good day, beautiful weather, and looking forward to tomorrow.